Então é isso, continuemos em Alan Wake.
Previously on Alan Wake.
Opa.
I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Episódio 4, A Verdade. Opa!
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
Não, ela morreu.
Various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Nossa, velho. Cara, na boa, mano. Não sei o que tá rolando com esse cara. Tudo isso aí pode ser um sonho. Tudo pode ser esquizofrenia. Como também não pode ser. Cara do céu. Mano.
Felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Nossa. E a gente vê assim tudo distorcido já pra nos dizer que ele tá assim, né? Ele tá enxergando tudo assim, cara. Olha só. Tá muito loucão ainda. Sedado, né, mano? Tem nada aqui. Meu Deus do céu, tomei um susto, cacete.
We feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Cara, o que tá acontecendo, velho?
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Tá bom. Oxi.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this.
Nossa.
Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
Cara, será que isso é um distúrbio mental mesmo, velho? Agora eu tô... Tô em dúvida, hein? Ô, fecha a porta na minha cara, ô safado? Cara, que louco esse jogo, hein?
Way, Alan?
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth.
Isso que o trauma faz, né?
If we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Verdade. Tudo pode ser explicado pela lógica, né? Mas aí quando a gente não tem capacidade para entender a lógica.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him
After all,
talk.
I'm the
Hartman
one
obviously
trying to
loved
bring
his
you
own
out of
voice.
the world
His
you've
words
constructed
echoed
for
madly
yourself.
inside my
But
head.
I can't
I
do
dug
it
my
by
nails into the
myself.
palms of my hands to
You
stay
need to work
focused.
with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside.
Onde é que eu vou poder dar um soco nesse velho?
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
Nossa.
Emerson.
Eu, hein?
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay, sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on
Elbow
Videogames.
It's
É um lixo evidente. Gente.
involves
Só um pouco de esforço de criatividade, isso deixa.
effort, which makes him receptive
Olha só, cara.
to methods.
No kidding.
Videogame é um lixo, evidentemente. Que velho safado, agora eu tô com mais vontade de bater nele, hein?
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Opa! Olha aí. Boas-vindas à pousada Cauldron Lake. Estamos aqui para oferecer o tratamento especializado de que você precisa. No entanto, lembre-se, peça que amigos e familiares marquem um horário de visita para que não interfiram na sua terapia e ou período de criatividade. Respeite a privacidade e o espaço pessoal dos outros pacientes, principalmente quando estiverem engajados em seus processos criativos. Normalmente, nossos pacientes têm problemas criativos duradouros que não serão resolvidos da noite para o dia. Permita-se levar o tempo de que precisar. Lembre-se que o seu tratamento é voluntário e elaborado especificamente para você. A terapia de engajamento é um método associado ao fluxo. funcionam melhor quando você está ativamente engajado no processo de modelagem deles. Moldagem deles, né? Moldagem deles. Em caso de dúvida, não hesite em expressá-la. Tá bom.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers.
Odin e Thor.
Tor. They had a, how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called
Old Gods of Asgard.
Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Esse cara é o estereótipo realmente daquelas pessoas conservadoras, né, cara?
For now, Alan, the power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it.
Videogame é um lixo, rock and roll é do mal.
While, when you feel
Conservadora religiosa, né?
to your room and try to write, it really is for the best.
Olha aí, ó. Insistindo pra ele voltar a escrever. Mano, eu acho que tudo isso é mentira mesmo, hein?
Bash your head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Isso aí deve ser o Odin.
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson farm.
Valhalla.
Ella!
We wrote it all down, lest we'd forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was
Carta? Peraí.
clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense. Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words.
É?
Got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We have a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember.
Opa.
Moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
Baba Yaga?
It's us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmares shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes
Night Springs.
those out twisted and raw. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to
Só perguntar pra mulher da lâmpada?
her.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her.
Nossa.
didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt. disease-ridden.
Nós somos moralmente corruptos. Nossa.
Mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
É, velho.
So tired. Built the farm close to the lake. A place of power.
We had parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
Não abre. Não abre. Aí agora.
Boulder through the through the window. Hit that hippie chick in the back of the head. 15 stitches of a concussion.
Tem que arrumar uma saída agora, é isso?
I may need a hand here later on, Bert. The storm's bound to make you know who jumpy. You know how they get.
Um novo envolvente livro escrito por Dr. Emil Hartmann, autor do best-seller Creative Flow. Inclui suas técnicas revolucionárias, a terapia de engajamento e o fluxo, explicadas em suas próprias palavras. É disponível. Fechado. Ah, tem uma porta aberta ali.
And they're not even kidding. They say it all like serial killers with straight faces and smiles. My nightmare is the writers who want to make everything from the characters to the toasters talk all the time and express their feelings so they won't shut up. And the writers won't shut up either because they have feelings too. And I have to listen to them because they're not scared of me. And everyone should.
Esse aqui tá bem ruim, hein?
Shut up.
Esse aí tá ruim.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Nossa, olha o que...
Okay. I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartmann wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartmann likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
Nossa. E são aqueles espectros, ó.
Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
Aqueles espectros que atacam o Alan, né? Oxi. E agora? Vou pra onde? A porta aqui tá fechada. Eita, agora lascou, hein? Pula essa mesa ou desgrama? Uma mesinha de centro ele não consegue pular, velho. Volte para o seu quarto. Eu lá sei onde é que é meu quarto, mano.
Hey, Wake. Why
Ah,
don't
tá
you
aqui.
humor Dr. Hartmann and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Nossa, velho, olha só que safado. Eu sempre esqueço de olhar ali o indicador lá da ação ali.
I'm not myself. Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Always dark outside. My editor is real.
É, agora vamos achar essa chave, né?
It's not human.
Volte para o seu quarto.
It's wearing the old woman's
Emerson Wake.
clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Yes.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Investiga o tumulto. Vou investigar mais primeiro. Deixa eu ver o que tem aqui no quarto daquele maluco, né, mano? Não, eu tô falando maluco no sentido de pronome, hein? Mas ele também tem problemas mentais, né? Claro, é óbvio. Tô falando que não é um termo certo de se dirigir a uma pessoa que tem problemas mentais, né? Tem nada. Ah, aqui é a garrafa. Vamos ver qual é a perturbação que tá acontecendo ali. Opa. Opa, não.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Tá. Historinha mais tosca.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
Nossa.
Stage is all yours, Tom. Seize your destiny. Come out and face the music, Birch. It's time to
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Come out and beat our wrinkled adult diapered asses for it. Since you're
Cadê o consultório do safado aqui?
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman all along.
Mesmo, o sequestrador aqui, ó.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But
Nossa.
Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever seen.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Nossa. Olha só. Os espectros. Pegar página de manuscrito. Peguei.
Hartman wasn't happy. Maud could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Mott fracassa com Hartman. Tá. Vou ao consultório de Hartman. Eu acho que aqui já foi, né?
Rudolph Lane's case is interesting. He was completely blocked, and frankly, I was about to discard him as useless. However, once Wake arrived and started writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder of sorts. I hadn't considered the existence of such a role before, let alone its implications, but the paintings he has produced are informative. At least he's easily controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's frustrating that the best subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
Olha só.
Not buying that. I was tailing Wheeler, and this is the only place he could have gone. That means Wake is probably there too.
Agent Nightingale, this is private property, and I will not allow you to disturb my patients.
Yeah? I can get a warrant. How's your fragile little patience like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority now, Agent.
É aquele policial que atirou nele, feito louco.
How would you like it if I busted through this gate and knocked you around a little?
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
Acabou.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds!
Barry?
Barry.
Ow! About time!
Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, Al, we gotta get going.
Tá, deixa eu pegar a garrafa de café ali. Não, mano.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Oxi, o que houve?
The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Onde que é a garrafa de café? Peguei lá de volta. Quer dizer, peguei lá pela primeira vez. Nossa, velho, olha só, mano. Ai, ai, ai. É, por aqui mesmo. Tá avançando ali? Olha só, cara. Ih, gosminhas safado. Opa, 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 opa.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Onde que eu encontro uma lanterna aqui, pelo amor de Deus? Tem um abajur aí, cara. Deixa eu subir aqui, né? Opa! Abriu a porta ali. Opa. Agora eu tenho que lidar com o sofá assassino, hein, mano? Era só o que faltava. Das pessoas que estavam aqui. Onde estão? Não sei o que fazer, hein? Ah, tá aqui. Ai, ai, ai. A missão de Hartman.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Naturalmente, cobaias adequadas eram bem raras. Não tem nada. Nada. Ai, ai, ai. E aí, maluco? Quebrar? Ai, ai, ai. Sai daí, maluca. Bola assassina, mano. Nossa, velho, olha isso. Tá, pelo menos eu tinha que ter que desviar dela, né? Ah, deixa eu ver aqui uma coisa. Eu acho que eu tenho que sair do meio na hora. Vem aqui, ô maluco. Não abre. Aqui. Sabia. Tá do lado de fora já, safado. Pera aí, deixa eu dar uma voltinha aqui, né? Ver se eu não encontro aqui alguma coisa. Calma, mano. Tô indo, velho. Ah, aqui, ó. Como é que eu posso fugir de monstro sem minha garrafinha de café?
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al! Oh, God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
Nossa. Beleza. Calma, velho. Tô indo, mano. Deixa de ser escandaloso. Sei que é pra ali, mas eu vou sempre na contramão. Vou sempre na contramão. Ai, ai, ai. Filha da mãe. Ilhas, beleza. Essa parte aqui é tensa, hein? Não tem saída. Opa. Não acredite no Emil. Ou no Emil. Eu não acredito nele mesmo não, cara. Você tá doido? Não precisava nem dizer. Wake vê o palco dos Old Gods.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Opa. Bala. Tá. Então vamos. Se é pra continuar. Cara, que legal isso aqui, hein, mano. Esse remake aqui tá show, hein. Remake não, né? Remastered. Filha da mãe, quer me matar do coração, desgraça. Nossa, velho, que susto, cara. Esse susto agora foi... Foi foda. Jumpscare é tão infantil, cara. Para com isso. Opa. Ai, ai, ai. Pronto. Show. Colocou outra pilha aí, irmão. Nossa, usei os dois sinalizadores. Pra cá tem o quê? Miséria. Oh, meu Deus do céu. Opa! Ah, moleque. Sem querer me encontrei o local. O que tem pra cá? Quero munição. Aqui. Munição, beleza. Nossa, velho. Quem é que tá falando, cara? Acho que eu já sei. Pera aí, deixa eu ver aqui como é que eu posso fazer. Se eu tivesse mais um sinalizador, eu acho que eu tenho que tentar entrar na casa, cara. Naquela casinha que tá atrás dele. Não é casinha não, é aquela cobertura. Olha os safados ali, ó. Eu vou deixar eles virem pra perto de mim. Corre pra casinha, corre pra casinha. Isso. Não, na hora que eu consegui é porque ele abriu a paradinha lá. Não era pra ele ter abrido aquilo ali, mano. Eu mirei no sinalizador que tava no chão. Merda, hein? Esses dois compromissos pela manhã que vão te deixar calminho o dia todo. Safado, né, mano? Vem aqui, ordinário. Dele. Não, eu corri. Eu corri, hein? Ah, mano. Esses passaralhos aí, velho. Eles não eram pra entrar ali não, hein? Acho que eu tenho que ficar correndo, fugindo desses passaralhos, hein? Ou... Não. Se eu morrer agora, mano, aí é sacanagem, hein? Pronto. Atira no cara, mano. O tamanho desse cara, velho. Precisava ser o pé grande. Pronto. Quando a musiquinha calma é porque o pior já passou. Opa. Ah, moleque, aí sim, hein? Espingarda, revólver, tudo.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Se ao menos Mott estivesse com a esposa dele. Esse pensamento o fez estremecer. Nossa, velho. Que coisa, hein? Tá bonito aqui, hein? Olha só que safados, cara. Pronto. Acabei com a brincadeira. 11, show. E 6 da espingarda. Sinalizador, show. Cara, esse sinalizador devia ser infinito, hein? Nossa. Eu tô apanhando pra um carrinho de mão, velho. Sacanagem, hein? Levei uma surra do carrinho de mão, mano. Opa, pegar o quê? Um escrito. Barry atacado por um possuído. Eita.
For a moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Nossa. Isso aqui eu não li?
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
Então agora surgiu esse doutor aí, né? Esse médico. E tem aquela mulher que tá vestida de preto, tipo viúva, né, mano? Aí, velho, não tô entendendo nada. Só sei que eles querem o manuscrito, né? Do Alan. Só que eu não vou dar, velho. Ah, ficou uma garrafa lá, ó. Ou não é por aqui que eu consigo pegar. Ah, eu acho que não é por aqui não, hein. Ó, tá lá em cima ali, ó, ela. A garrafinha ali, ó. Cheia de cafezinho quentinho. Ó, meu fofo. Opa. Desviei, safado. Nossa, desviei ainda. Coloquei a pilha ainda. Tô ficando bom nisso aqui, hein, mano. Desviei na hora que eu coloquei a pilha. Não, só uma. Nossa. E ainda desviei aqui da tocaia também, né, mano? Eles estavam aqui me atocaiando, os safados. Ah, tá ali, ó. Opa, pegou munição de pistola, sinalizadora. Pegou pistola, sinalizadora. Show. Só que eu vou guardar com todo carinho, hein, mano. Vou guardar pro chefão. O monstrão. O capirota mor. Mano, que cara sedentário. Pelo amor. Vai, rapaz. Beleza. Nossa, cara, ele tá gostoso, hein? Aí eu gostei. Cheio de arminhas. Aí eu não temo a nada. Hartman said awake. Era pra estar minúsculo ali, mano.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Nossa. Engoliu sangue. Ah, tá ali o... Claro que eu tô, mano.
Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, Barry, I'll find it, don't worry about it.
Pode vir, irmão. Eita, mas tudo assim de uma vez, velho. Aí.
Barry, I'm on it, I'm on it.
Errou! Eita, esse acertou. É, eu acho que chegou a hora de usar a pistolona, né? Vamos lá, vamos juntar todo mundo. Vamos lá. Isso, desvia. Desvia, isso. Tá, tudo bem, vamos lá. Eita. Eu quero juntar eles, cara. E dar um tiro nos dois grandões. Ah, tá aqui. Pronto, foi. Deu os dois tiros, né, mano? Eu desviei, mano. Eu desviei. Acabou, 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 acabou. Bora. Sufoco. Ah. Eu, hein? Ainda pegou o totem ainda.
You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon, sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Vai morar dentro da... Cara, o negócio aí é real mesmo, hein, mano? Se o Barry também tá vendo... A questão é se o Barry, tudo isso, essas pessoas...
I'm crazy, but that's fine.
Pode estar dentro da cabeça do Alan, né?
You got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest...
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just
Nossa.
Look out!
Nossa, velho.
God damn it, Al, talk to me!
É. Ponto de controle alcançado. Perder a minha arma no acidente. Ah, mano, com certeza, né, velho? Ele sempre perde essa arma. Nunca vi isso, mano. Então é isso. Ponto de controle. Vamos atrás do Barry. Não vou terminar esse capítulo. Já estamos com 1 hora de gameplay. No próximo vídeo, então, a gente continua a partir daqui. Então até um próximo vídeo. Valeu, falou, fui.